Hello out there, everybody, and welcome back to the Scented Boutique. If you find that your skin is dry, itchy, flaky, tight during the winter months, this video is for you. Today, I want to talk to you about real solutions and not just masking our problem with pretty products. Okay, so I was so enthused about bringing you these tips that I actually took notes because I did not want to forget any of my talking points. So without further ado, we'll jump right on in. And first, we'll start out with why our skin gets dry during the winter months. And it is because of the cold air. And when we're inside and we're running our heaters, heat does strip you from your moisture. Hot showers. I know everybody loves a hot shower. I love a hot shower. But a hot shower can actually worsen whatever it is that you're having going on with your skin during the winter months. So you want to kind of steer clear from the hot showers. Maybe do showers with in baths with lukewarm water. Okay. Fragrance overload. Fragrance overload is actually a real thing, and I had to find that one out the hard way. It can irritate an already compromised skin condition, okay, and compromise skin barriers. Okay, so winter dryness isn't about bad products. It's about adjusting how we use them. So we'll start out with mildly dry skin. So with mildly dry skin, it's pretty much an easy fix. You can take your lotion or your butter or cream or whatever it is of your choice, and you can mix your oil into in the palm of your hands together. That way your body gets a even coat instead of putting your butter or your lotion on and then your oil, layering it like we normally would do. Just mix it all together and then put it onto your body that way. Um, Applying on damp skin right out of the shower. That is another good one. Okay, and I know a lot of times people want their skin to be 100% dry before it goes on, before you go on to do anything else to it, as far as like applying your lotion, butter, your oils. But try it on fairly, I'm not talking about wet, wet, but fairly damp skin, and start to apply your lotion or your butter and oil mixture and see if that helps you. Okay. Also, use a thick lotion or cream, not lightweight lotions. Lightweight lotions and creams are not going to help fix our problem. And notice that I said our problem because I am one of those people who gets very, very dry in the winter. So I'm sharing with you from my own experience. Okay. When you're mixing your oil, add at least 5 to 10 drops of oil in your cream or your butter. Okay. Focus on the dry prone areas, which are your legs, your arms, your elbows, your wrist, stuff like that. And if you have any other places on your body that tends to get extra, extra dry, those are the places that you would want to focus on. Um, why lotion works? It helps hydrate. Oil seals in the moisture. Together, longer lasting softness when you mix them together instead of layering. You get longer lasting softness. Okay, and this is for my mildly dry girlies. Okay. Now we're going to move on to moderate to very dry skin that is flaky, ashy, and comfortable. I would tell you to temporarily switch your oils and butters to fragrance free. You would want to go fragrance free, Don't use anything that makes you smell good. And keep in mind that's only just temporarily, because I know we love our stuff that makes us smell really, really good, but our skin is going through that process. We don't want to add a lot of fragrance onto it. So for temporary purposes, switch it to a fragrance free. Look for products with ceramides, glycerin, shea butter, petroleum, stuff like that. Those are going to be for your mildly to severe if you skin that is dry. Okay. Important habits. Let's take shorter showers. I'm one of those girls, when I get in the shower, sometimes I don't know when to get out. Even when I sit down to soak and take a bath. But we're going to have, when our skin is going through this type of dry process, we need to shorten that time. You can still get yourself clean, but we need to do it in a shorter fashion, because staying inside of the water is just not helping the skin. Again, lukewarm water, not hot. Your creams and your lotion textures definitely going to matter. Okay, so that's why I say let's go with something thicker, and just temporarily let's go with something fragrance free. Here's when to pause, ladies and gentlemen, if we have some in here. Here is when to pause and to go see a doctor. If your skin is cracking, if it's scaling, if it's peeling, if it's painful. I am not a doctor, but I am suggesting if your skin is doing that, please seek help with that one. If your skin is itching and it disrupts your sleep, there may be a bigger problem there. Okay? And you definitely need to see a doctor. I encourage you to do a dermatologist visit. If you need to get your primary care doctor involved to get you to a dermatologist or something like that, that'll be the best thing for you. Or your provider might be able to help you prescription cream needed, if you are someone that has like eczema. You know what I mean? Sometimes eczema can be one of those things that are hard for us to manage on our own. And so we do have to turn to, like a prescription cream, which is again why I strongly encourage you to go and see a doctor. Seek help if your skin is peeling, scaling, it's painful, you can't sleep at night. Definitely reach out for help. Okay. Now we're going to talk about fragrance. We're going to reintroduce fragrance when our skin issue, of course, okay? And a minute sooner. If you have to stop your body sprays, your perfume, that is definitely okay. Keep in mind that it's okay. As long as your body is clean, the extra stuff as far as perfumes and our, scented stuff, or body sprays and our lotions and all that stuff is chance. We don't need it. We absolutely do not need it. So only introduce that back to your skin once your skin has healed. And I even, even for if you are mildly dry, you might want to pull back on the fragrances a little bit, because it contains the alcohol, and that alcohol only helps further damage an damaged situation. Okay, so let's pull back fragrances and don't reintroduce those fragrances until your skin 100% healed. And how you should start, girlies, is a low fragrance or a single note fragrance. Okay, and I know it's hard to find single fragrances, which is why I encourage you to just pull back all together until you're ready to go back to doing whatever your thing is, whether it's a body mist, perfume and body mist, love the layering thing, you know what I mean? So that kind of stuff. Um, Apply your fragrances only after your body has been moisturized, which is what we should be doing anyways, right? You know, we want to make sure that the skin is treated and is coated. Not only that, when we spray on our fragrances, of course we want them to last. And one of the tips of helping it last, make sure that your skin is moisturized. So don't go in on your body with nails and all that kind of stuff until you are moisturized. Avoid alcohol heavy sprays on my skin. Okay. Uh, Keep in mind that fragrance should be a finishing and not the foundation. The foundation should be moisture, of course. And I just want you to keep this in mind. Healthy skin makes fragrance perform way better. That's pretty much all I had for you. I want because I am one of those people. I'll say sometimes my dryness is mild, and sometimes it could be that moderate to heavy, just depending on what it wants to do. With that said, before we get out of here, I wanted to show you this. I actually want to share with you. When my body is going through that transition of dryness, this Eucerin right here is what I'm using, okay? This is what I use. So you can get you something like that. And just like the other stuff that I said with the ceramides, the petroleum, just take a moment when you're in the store, read the ingredients and what it is that you think that your body can tolerate. And also we'll end on this note. As I said previously, when it's time to seek help, and your body always tells you when it's time to seek help, definitely help. Do not go in alone, and also don't feel the only person that's going through that. That's why we have dermatologists, right? Because it happens to a lot of us. So don't be afraid to seek help. And on that note, I'm gonna be out of here. And I thank you so much for stopping by and spending a bit of time with me. If you're not a part of my Sweet Squad, I don't know what you're waiting on. Over here, we talk everything fragrance, we talk everything hygiene, and we talk everything prayer. So hit that subscribe button. I'm part of my Sweet Squad. For my returning Sweet Squad members, thank you so much, and thank you to everyone that clicked on this video. You guys have a wonderful rest of your night till we see each other again. Stay sweet.